Once upon a time, in a quiet little town, there lived a poor brother and sister. The boy's name was Harry, and he was very naughty and careless, while the girl's name was Sally. She was kind, intelligent, and hardworking, but at the same time, very forgetful. They lived in a tiny old house, and every single day was a struggle. They often went to bed hungry, with empty stomachs, dreaming about food they could not have. At night, the sound of their growling stomachs made it almost impossible for them to sleep. One day, Sally felt weaker than ever before. Her stomach growled loudly, and she held it tightly as she whispered, "Oh, we haven't eaten anything for days. Even a small piece of bread would be enough." Trying to forget her hunger, Sally decided to take a walk in the park. She carried a small flask of water with her, hoping it would give her some strength. After walking for a while, she sat down to rest, and just as she was about to drink some water, an old woman suddenly appeared in front of her. The woman looked tired, weak, and extremely thirsty. She said softly, "Dear child, please give me some water. I haven't had a single drop for days." Sally kindly replied, "Of course. Here, you can drink as much as you want." The old woman drank the water slowly, and suddenly something magical happened. In a bright flash of light, the old woman transformed into a beautiful young fairy. The fairy smiled gently and said, "Thank you, kind girl. Your heart is pure, and I want to reward you. Tell me, what is your wish?" Sally, full of hope, replied, "My dear fairy, my brother and I are very poor. We are always hungry." The fairy spoke in a warm and comforting voice. "Do not worry anymore. When you return home, you will find a magical bowl on your table." Sally looked surprised and asked, "A magical bowl?" The fairy nodded and said, "Yes, if you say, 'Cook, bowl, cook something delicious,' it will prepare sweet porridge for you. And when you say, 'Stop, bowl, do not cook,' it will stop immediately. From today, you and your brother will never be hungry again." Sally's eyes filled with joy, and she happily said, "Thank you, dear fairy. I will never forget your kindness." The fairy quickly reminded her, "Wait, do not forget the magic words." But Sally, being forgetful, had already started running home. She rushed into the house, and just as the fairy had said, there was a strange-looking bowl sitting on the table. Harry looked at it curiously and asked, "Sally, where did this weird bowl come from?" Sally smiled confidently and said, "It's not weird, it's magical. Just watch." Then she said, "Cook, bowl, cook something delicious." Suddenly, the bowl began to shake. It heated up, and within seconds it started cooking warm, sweet porridge. Harry was shocked and shouted, "What? This is incredible! It's really magic!" The two of them ate happily. 1 bowl, 2 bowls, 3, 5, even 10 bowls of delicious porridge. For the first time in many days, they were finally full. When they had eaten enough, Sally softly said, "Stop, bowl, do not cook." And just like that, the bowl stopped. They felt happy and satisfied, enjoying their magical gift. But little did they know, one small mistake could turn this magical gift into a big disaster.